Hi guys, in today's video I will be filming like back to school makeup, just to give any of you guys ideas on what would be good for back to school. I'll be doing two looks. One look for if your school's very strict and don't really allow you to wear makeup, but you still want to look fresh and presentable. And then the second one is if your school does allow you to wear makeup and you just want to look that bit extra without being too glam. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So to do a disclaimer, I am not like a makeup artist. I'm just like doing what kind of helped me when I was in schools that weren't really makeup fans, and then like college that I'm in now where you're allowed to wear more makeup. So yeah, first look, I'm going to always start with a primer. I always just feel like primer always helps, especially my skin, because mine's very acne prone, and just primer's a nice like kind of base to stop makeup kind of seeping in. So yeah, I'm just gonna add the primer on. I don't really put makeup on my forehead, so I just add the remnants on my forehead. I like the primer on my forehead. Okay, so that's it done. So I think, well, I've got 4 products here for the no makeup one, and I think they're quite natural. So I think the first thing I'm going to start off with is my eyebrows. So I'm just, this looks really fishy, but it used to be clear gel and it still is. I made the mistake of using this straight after I tinted my eyebrows, so now it's the same colour as the tint, but it's still okay to use. So I just put a little, just to like shapen my eyebrows up. I'm just looking at a mirror up there, by the way. But yeah, just to shapen them up to get to like a nice neat shape so they're not as messy. There we go. So they're nice and shaped eyebrows now. The next step is going to be mascara. I usually apply, like, some people do really thick mascara, but for this look it would just be like just a couple like this to kind of make sure your eyelashes are more visible, but not too heavy, just light mascara. There we go. So it hasn't made much of a difference. It's just kind of like the tips of my eyelashes are quite light, so adding mascara just makes it all the same color, still very natural. Okay, the second thing I'm going to do is blush. So I'm not going to actually, for my base, I'm not going to add any concealer, because I think that you can usually tell when you have concealer on. So I think I'm just going to stick with just nice natural base, but add a little bit of colour to my face through blush. So just add a little bit of colour, not too much. So I'd blend it right under your eyes so the blush looks seamless. Just kind of spread it out so it does look very seamless. Kind of looks just natural, very natural. Okay, now I've got some nice colour on my cheeks. Very natural still, so it doesn't look like I have any makeup on. And the next and final step, this is really quick, this is like 5 minutes. The timer's looking at like 4 minutes at the minute, so it should be like 5 minutes. But the last step is highlighter. Now please don't go ham with the highlighter, just a little bit on the nose to lighten it up, a bit on the bridge, just to kind of refresh in your face, because I love when in a bit in the corner eyes. I just love when you put a highlighter on, it just makes things look refreshed just a tiny bit. I like to put my highlighter here because that's naturally where the highlight in your cheeks are. Final step, I forgot, but add a little bit of lip oil or lip balm. I love lip oil because it's not too it's not too like, you can't really see that you have it on. You can have, I've just got a tinted one, which for darker skin people it doesn't really show up. So it just gives my like lips a bit of a colour, not too much to notice anything, more like a lip balm type thing, but just a bit shinier, but not shinier than lip gloss. So it's kind of like in the middle of lip balm and lip gloss, so I think it's nice. And this is it. We're all nice. I look nice and refreshed. Just give you a closer look. So I've got nice rosy cheeks and nice refreshed look. So that is the first look. Now on to the second. Okay, so now I'm going to do the second look. And this is for a bit more heavier if you want to look more refreshed, but kind of natural glam. So it's like a no makeup look, but more glammy, if you know what I mean. So first I'm going to add the primer, like I did before. I just think it's a good set for the base. I'm just using a cheap MUA primer, but it seems to have worked. It really helps me with the makeup staying on. Sometimes I use my sister's like e.l.f. primer that she's got. That's also good too. It's a little on the stickier side, so I don't really like to use that a lot. But if you're a person who doesn't really like makeup and doesn't really know where to start, I feel like this is a good beginner primer. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with concealer. I'm going to start with my base. So the concealer I'm using is the Juvia Palace. Hopefully I'm saying that right. My sister got me on it. I think it's good for people of colour because they have a wide range of skin tones. And I actually do think they do for lighter shades too. So I'm just going to put a bit under my eyes, just a little bit. I won't put any on my nose because it's really wide spreading. The concealer spreads a lot, so it will kind of go my nose. And then I'll do it on any spots that need covering, any bits. I don't put concealer on or any makeup on my forehead because I've got a really sensitive forehead, but if you would like to do that, you can. But not too much, just kind of on the spots that need it. So I'm just spreading it out, put it over my eyes because you want to make sure it looks the same colour. I love using my fingers. I don't use any brush because I just find fingers give it a natural. As you can see, it's blending in very well. It's the same colour as the rest of my skin. It does look on the lighter side on camera, but it really actually isn't that light. It's actually the same colour as my skin. Well, most of my skin and like my neck. My face is just a bit darker than the rest of my body. Okay, so now I'm just tapping it in. Usually put a bit on my of my upper lip area because it gets a bit dark. So spread. Dabbing is usually the best way to go for. Okay, so nice and done. Again, if there's any spots that need still a little extra covering up, this is I'd say medium coverage. It covers everything that needs to be covered. You still kind of see it, but it's not too heavy. It kind of lightens things up. I suggest that if you're wanting to do like a back to school makeup, not to do too heavy makeup because it's just school. So yeah, after I've done that, I'll always set my makeup with a bit of powder. I don't do any baking, it's just a light dusting of powder to keep the concealer in place so it doesn't look too sweaty at the end of the day. At 6 hours at school, you want it to still look fresh. So just light dusting. Yeah, like a light dusting. I put it all over my face, especially in the T-zone area, because that is where I get the most like oiliness. So I want it to remain nice and fresh. and stay nice and matte too. I do like, I'm weird because I prefer matte, but I also like I love highlighter to make it look nice and dewy. So I like my skin to be matte but nice and dewy at the same time. Doesn't really make sense, but that's just how I like it. Comment below what you like. Do you like matte or do you like glossy? Okay, so now after that, I'm going to continue with my base. I usually like to get my base done and sorted because that's the most bit I'm pernickety about, and then do everything else like after. So now I'm going to get my blush again. I will link all of the makeup products I have used down below if you would like any. I'll also like tell you the shades I've got on my concealer, etc. So after that, I'm just going to put some blush, not too much, just to give me a bit of colour. Sometimes put it on my eyes too, but not too much, to focus more on my cheeks. I actually have like a job interview today, so that's why I thought it was the perfect day to film this. So I'm kind of making sure I do it nice for my interview. That's kind of why my hair is in a little bun, you know, gotta look professional. So try blend it in and just poke my eye, but try blend it in so it's nice and natural still. Let's try not be chavs here, let's just look nice. I just always have preferred the natural look. So yeah, I love to add lots of blush just to make me look nice and rosy, and it just adds a cute vibe. And so now after I've done my blush, I am going to do the highlighter. Now we can go a little heavier this time than before with highlighter. So I'll just do that. I'm adding a bit heavier on this bit. Gotta make sure it's all nice and natural. But don't blend it till oblivion. Blend it so that it's there, but not there, if you know what I mean. Now in the corners, I love to put it in the corners because I feel like it just brightens my face up a lot. Just add a bit there. Okay. Now that is done. I don't know why, but you know these bits, the Eyego I think it is, whatever it is really prominent today, and I really don't know why. They've never been this prominent before. But yeah, anyways, I haven't done anything. They're just like that naturally. I don't know why today. But yes. Anyways, now that I've done all my base, it looks very, I think, glowy and nice. I am now going to do my eyebrows. Now I'm going to use a bit of, I use this one, which is for lighter, but I like lighter gel, fluffier brow look. But this is more of the laminated brow look, which I like, and it's more heavier, if you know what I mean. So I'm just brushing my eyebrows out, and I'm just pressing down so like they stay neat, and then I'm shaping them. There we go. Now this side, this is my wild brow side. We all have that one brow, like one side that we hate, and I hate this one. I don't know why, it's just, it never behaves. It doesn't look as good as this one, I think. Okay, that is my brows done. I personally, I since I've got quite thick eyebrows, I do not add any like eyebrow pencil or brow pomade. But if you do any of that, you can do that at this step. So the next thing I will do now is my eyeliner. Now it's very natural eyeliner. I follow the shape of my eye here and just kind of do a little flick. I will show you what I do, but it's not too heavy, just kind of accentuates the eye a little bit. I'll show you what I do. Don't know, you can't really tell the difference. So that's it, that's all I do. I don't do it too heavy. So that is my eye. This is also MUA liner and it's kind of running out, so it kind of again is a little like lighter, so it gives like a more natural look if that is what you're wearing. And then the next thing I will do is mascara, but a little heavier this time. I don't have what is it called? Eyelash curlers, so I don't feel like my eyelashes need it. There we go. And that is that done. And now I will also just go ahead and use the lip oil, just because I just absolutely love lip oil. It gives me such a glossy look. So now I add a little bit more to make my lips look really nice and glossy and moisturized. It gives me the ick having dry lips. I think next time I'd go for like a clear one, because I just use so much of the lip oil. It just makes me look, I don't know, just gives me a bit of a red lip. I don't know if red really suits me that well, so I think if I was to go for another lip oil, so like I'm nearly finished, like I've only got a little bit left, so like when I buy my new one, it'll just be like a clear one, and then I'll just add loads and loads and loads of it. But yeah, that is my look. I hope you like this, and I hope you all are okay for back to school. I know it can be a scary time, but it is always going to be worth it in the end. I always because like in my exam there was people who fell asleep through it, and I'm just like, just get over with 1 year, work really hard, and you just never have to look back again. So that's just my one advice I give to people who hate school. I'm just like, just do it for 1 year, work hard in your exams, complete your exams, you're done, that's it. Well, obviously you don't go to school for just 1 year, but when you do your exams, just don't fall asleep, just get it done and you're over. Because in college you have to keep repeating it until you've passed. Just do it like once, unless you're really struggling and you are trying your hardest and unfortunately haven't passed. It is okay, and you just have to just keep trying. Don't give up, don't fall asleep in your exams, just keep trying. So I hope this video was very useful on just natural back to school makeup. Yeah, and I hope you all have a great year. There will be some more back to school content, so I hope you enjoy that. So hope you all have a great day, and bye.